So we actually hiked out to the Cape over there. And we're gonna go stay at a hotel over there. Hi there, come along on this adventure as we explore the breathtaking Oregon coast by hiking a muddy and treacherous Cape Lookout Trail and staying overnight in a majestic view suite at the Inn at Cape Kiwanda in Pacific City, Oregon. I think you're gonna enjoy this one. If you're new here, I'm Hal Byrd. I'm a licensed broker and realtor in the Pacific Northwest, and I focus on helping people relocate to Southwest Washington and the Portland metro area. So if that's something you're thinking about, make sure to subscribe. We put videos like this out every single week, and just really focus on being that friend, because we relocated about 3 years ago. We know how difficult it is to do it from afar, and we just wanted to provide content that would be so helpful to you on your journey. Hello, hello. We are literally on the Oregon coast. Oh my goodness. Ah! I don't know if you guys won't be able to see it. We'll get some good footage of it. We are going on a hike, a group hike with a local hiking group. And it was about an hour, 45 minutes to drive. We're kind of near Pacific City, a little bit north of Pacific City. And are we staying the night? We haven't decided. We packed overnight bags. We haven't decided if we're staying.
I'm not driving 2 hours back today, so you can drive back or we can stay. Probably stay. So it's been almost all back roads. So probably see the camera dancing around. So fun, but can't wait to we're going to Cape Lookout.
Not to be confused with where we recommend a lot of people go, which is Cape Horn Lookout.
That's right.
We're going to the Cape Lookout Trail,
which is on the Pacific coast and is famed for actually the best place to see whale watching from land. So I think it's just shy of 6 miles out and back. They're calling for rain. It hasn't rained yet, but apparently the trail is super muddy.
Super muddy and lots of roots. So, as always, you'll get photos and video from us, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Shoot you some cool stuff on the way, and thanks for coming along with us.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo to two.
Satisfied? You're satisfied?
Girl, you knock me out. Excited. Make me wanna shout.
One of the great things about the Pacific Northwest is we have all this natural beauty, and part of the culture is really getting out and appreciating the outdoors. This particular hike was organized by a Facebook group called Portland POC, or People of Color Hikes. It's an amazing outdoor group with some wonderful members, and we were super excited to make our first hike with them. Now let's take a look at this trail. This is the all trails description for this hike. It is a 4.7 mile, heavily trafficked out and back trail located near Netarts, Oregon. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. And it says moderate, and I would say it was moderate, but it's you'll see very muddy, which you definitely need the right shoes. There's like ferns everywhere. I think that's Haystack.
Is that Haystack Rock? Is that Haystack?
Building this trail.
Pausing workout.
It just goes straight down, you know? Even the waves, like curling there, and make these little white.
Yeah. And then it looks like, even like that, it's like darker, so it looks like it could be something moving.
Yeah.
A big whale like that would probably not be this quick. This is a good trail, I think, to go to those you want to see them. Also, Depot Bay, Cape Cod, which is my house.
Can you see me?
No.
Okay, put it away.
It's a little precarious too. There's nothing serious, but just
Wow, guys, what a hike, what an experience, what a memory. The wind, the ocean, those mud puddles, truly something we'll never forget. So because that hike was so challenging and exhausting, we decided to look for a place in the area we could spend the night. Hallie found a great place in nearby Cape Kiwanda, which is about 15 minutes from the trailhead we decided to go. And along the way, I actually got the surprise of a lifetime. We've been hearing about these beaches you can drive on forever. And we came across some cars coming off the beach and swung a U-turn. We drove on the beach for the first time and since we've been here. And it was just, as you can see from the pictures, an amazing, amazing thrill. We drove down, you can see Haystack Rock in the distance. So just driving on the beach, I mean, again, this is just encapsulates everything we talk about when we talk about life in the Pacific Northwest. And yeah, as you can see here, it was just, this trip started to take on a whole life of its own. And we're so grateful that we took this route and found this kind of little gem in the process. So we're driving down the beach. I did have to stop and engage 4-wheel drive a little bit. But yeah, it was an awesome time and just the first half of this trip.
We're always telling you why the Pacific Northwest is so special, and here's one of them. We are driving on the beach, driving on the beach. We are driving on the beach.
I've never seen you so happy.
I'm very happy.
Man, this is one of those moments, those emotional moments that we're talking about. Kind of remind me when we came up here to do some exploration.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, when people ask me, JB, why all the way out there? Why Pacific Northwest? I'm like, why not? What else is there? So, you can see behind me, Haystack Rock. I'm going to do one of those little visuals.
I don't even know if you guys can hear. It's pretty windy, but
this is the damn Pacific. We were just hiking up there hills.
oh yeah, we actually hiked. I don't know if you can see it right there. Camera up. So we actually hiked out to the Cape over there. And we're gonna go stay at a hotel over there. And we hiked all the way to the edge of there. Which was how many miles? Mm-hmm.
How many miles? Like 5.
5 miles? Good hike for you? Let me see them calves. Look at them calves. One of the highlights of our stay was the inn at Cape Kiwanda. We called them right as we were getting off the trail and asked if they had any vacancies and how soon we could check in. And they actually got a room ready for us in 20 minutes, which was just amazing. Plus all the amenities they have, like beach chairs and beach towels for you, complimentary bikes. They have s'mores fixins and firewood so you could have a bonfire down at the beach. Their lobby was super clean. The room was incredibly clean, which is so important in COVID times. And we just truly enjoyed our stay there. And after a short nap, once we checked in, we headed across the street to get burritos for dinner. And we ate them from our hotel room overlooking the majestic Haystack Rock and ended our night listening to the waves crash.
Good morning, Monday, November 29th. We're at the inn at Cape Kiwanda, the inn at Cape Kiwanda in Oregon. It's the morning after our Cape Lookout Trail hike, and we decided to stay here overnight. Actually a really phenomenal inn hotel. As you can see, this is the view off the balcony. I mean, just unreal. Just unreal. So phenomenal room, great price. I believe we got it for under $200 with our bird's eye relocation discount. And again, just, I don't know. There's a great quote that I love. Life is about the experiences, and your job is to deepen and increase the frequency of those experiences. Something to that effect. But I really, really love that quote. And this scene kind of sums all of that up perfectly. So yesterday we went on a 5-mile hike. Just a super memorable hike. And then we drove on the beach, which was amazing, before finally deciding to come here and spend the night. So definitely a trip we'll do again and again, and increase and deepen those experiences. All right, JB signing out.
Wave. Hello, we are joining you from Pacific City, Oregon. We just got our coffee. Show 'em.
Can you stand up on your toes a little bit?
We have a height difference, except for when we're sitting down.
I mean, I want to not see the top of my head.
You have like the longest legs ever. So we are out in front of Haystack Rock.
World famous Haystack Rock.
Yes, we had a lovely evening at the inn at Cape Kiwanda.
Shout out to Jen and the staff and team there. We had a great time and looking forward to coming back maybe for New Year's, who knows.
Yeah, had a great hike. Everything was lovely. So highly recommend Pacific City. The Cape Lookout hike. It's very challenging, very muddy as you'll see from the video. And our stay at the inn at Cape Kiwanda was great. It was less than $200 a night. To get a prime view of Haystack Rock, and we fell asleep listening to the waves crash and woke up. It was quite peaceful. We loved it.
Yeah, and I think, like, to me, this beach and this area is a little bit like a microcosm of life in the Pacific Northwest. There's not a whole lot to do here, right? You got Pelican Brewing, a handful of restaurants and shops. But then you said once you can get past kind of this stretch here, it's back to rural nothingness, right?
Basically, for like 30 minutes till you get down to Lincoln City.
So it's not a lot to do, but what there is to do, to me, totally embodies, you know, kind of like our mantra: freedom, fulfillment, and happiness. So, I mean, kind of, at least in my opinion, everything you need, nothing you don't.
So yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
Ciao.